This is live. This is good. Welcome everybody. Team Canada about to make the announcement of the team. There's some good shit going on right now. Welcome everybody. Over 100,000 in the TSN room in live. We'll go over this once the whole team is announced, and then you'll know. So I tell you, these Canadians live and die with this shit. Let me tell you, folks. USA is gonna be like, is one of the Chucks captain? That's all we want to know. Big difference between our country and theirs. Honey, we don't care if we speak French. Just start announcing the players. Okay. All right. Announcing our roster today would not have been possible without the Canadian Olympic Committee, the National Ice Hockey Federation, the National Hockey League, and the National Hockey League Players Association. And on behalf of Hockey Canada, I'd like to thank them for their collaboration and teamwork leading to the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympic Games. I'd also like to congratulate the 25 athletes and players whose names... Honey, hurry up. I mean, no disrespect to Team Canada. Whenever you let a woman do the talking, it draws out. Just put Armstrong up there and make the announcement, hon. Meanwhile, as that is happening, I'm going to do something real cool right now. We're waiting the announcement. What should we... That inspiration is what makes the game so special. And this is a special team. It's a team that we know is honored to represent our country, a team that is driven to achieve excellence. It's a team that leads by example. And it's a team that will make us all proud as Canadians throughout the games. Oh, you sure? I'm just having fun. All right, let's get this serious. Let's get the road going, lady. Good, get off the air. Jesus Christ. Name the damn players. We got a big football game tonight here in the States. Come on now. We got this clown. Now we'll make the announcement. Where is... who should I take? Captain, Seattle. Tampa. People are like rolling their eyes like, bro, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go. Thank you, Doug Armstrong.
I'd like to welcome passionate hockey fans across Canada to join us today as we unveil Canada's Olympic men's hockey team. The last 18 months of myself and our management group has been a labor of love. We've been able to
I'll
travel
give you
all across
player by
North
player.
America, go to
You
Sweden,
know who the
Finland,
six are already.
and watch Canada's best perform. And let me tell you, they have not disappointed.
You ain't lying.
There are many great advantages to being part of this program and working for Hockey Canada, and one disadvantage. The advantages start with and end with how great the players are, how many there are, how hard they compete, and more importantly, how badly they want to make this team. The one disadvantage is for management and management alone. It's taking that wide group of players and narrowing it down to 25. I'd like to thank the Hockey Canada Board, Catherine Henderson, Scott Salmon for unwavering support as we move forward towards Italy. I'd also like to thank John Cooper and his coaching staff for their work preparing us, giving us information on players, and allowing us to pick the proper 25 players to move forward with.
All right, let's go.
I'd like to say special thanks to my management group of Don Sweeney, Jim Hill, Julian Brisebois, Kyle Dubas, and Ryan Getzlaff for their countless hours of work on the phone and at arenas. That has been unbelievable to watch these guys prepare to announce this to you. I'd also like to say special thanks to the spouses and
God
partners
damn
for
Canada, let's make the
from the
announcement.
NHL people.
Jesus.
NHL season is long. It's grinding for managers and coaches,
Oh,
and we're not at home a lot, and when we're at home, we're not there a lot. But you had in the Olympic part of it, and we wouldn't be here without the love and support of our families. And to them, I want to say thank you very much. So with that, please look at the monitors as we unveil Team Canada.
all right. They told me about a monitor. So let me take a good look. Oh,
Jordan Bennington, Richmond Hill, Ontario.
Jordan Bennington,
Darcy Kemper, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Darcy Kemper,
William Thompson, Calgary, Alberta.
Logan Postal.
London,
Those are
Ontario.
your three goalies.
Thomas Harley, Syracuse, New York.
Thomas Hartley,
Amakar, Calgary, Alberta.
Dale McCarr,
Josh Morrissey, Calgary, Alberta.
Josh Morrissey. Damn, their whole defense is from Calgary, Alberta.
Colton Pareko, St. Albert, Alberta.
Pareco, St. Albans, St. Albert, Alberta.
Trevor Samheim, Melcourt, Manitoba.
Shanheim from Manitoba.
Jake Theodore, Aldergrove, Columbia.
Shea Theodore from British Columbia.
Devon Taves, Abbotsford, British Columbia.
Devon Tays. Yeah. All their players are from the West so far.
Athens Celebrity, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Salisbury makes it from Vancouver.
Anthony Sorelli, Woodbridge, Ontario.
All right, the first Eastern boy, Sorelli, makes it again.
City County, Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia.
Sid the Kid,
Brandon Hagel, Orville, Alberta.
Brandon Hagel,
Colin Forback, London, Ontario.
Paul Horvath makes it. Congrats.
Nathan McKinnon, Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia.
Nate McKinnon,
Brad Marchand, Hammocks, Plains, Nova Scotia.
Brad Marchand. Basically, it's the same team, except Bo Hobart's on the team.
Thornton, Ontario.
Mitch Marner's back.
Connor McDavid, Newmarket, Ontario.
Connor McJesus,
Brave White, Calgary, Alberta.
Braden Point. This whole team is from Alberta.
Sam Reinhart, West Vancouver, British Columbia.
Sam Reinhart. All these players are from either British Columbia or Calgary. Mark Stone from Winnipeg. There's two Manitoba boys.
Nick Suzuki, London, Ontario.
Nick Suzuki. Congratulations, Nick.
Tom Wilson,
Tom Wilson.
Toronto, Ontario. Go Canada, go. Go Canada. Go Canada, go.
So no Bedard, no no Bedard. Caulfield and Jason Robinson is American. We'll see that Friday.
Thank you, Doug. Merci. And thank you to the minor hockey players from Hockey Calgary who helped us create that incredible roster video. We will now open the floor to questions from media, starting with media in the room, followed by questions from Zoom. Media in the room, if you'd like to just raise your hand and we'll pass you a mic. Media on Zoom can use the raise hand function and we'll call upon you shortly. Sorry, on the right side here.
Hi, Doug. Mark Masters, TSN. What was the toughest or most time-consuming decision you made in finalizing this roster?
As always, it goes down to the last couple of days. The process worked very well. We had our last major meeting with our management group was in early December. I would say we walked out of that meeting with 12 forwards in consensus, 7 defensemen.
So who got cut? Two guys got cut from the Four Nations.
Understanding what John does on a day-to-day basis, I didn't want to burden him with a lot of this. But when we got to that point, we needed his input, and we've really worked hand in hand. He and his coaching staff have been invaluable in telling us what they needed, the type of players they needed, what areas of concern we had as far as power play, penalty kill, different situations, and what players could represent that. So I would say it's always come down to the last couple of players. And as I said in my opening remarks, it's very difficult. There's so many word players here, and I just say one thing: not one player played their way off of this team. Just 25 guys played.
When it came to Connor Bedard, how much did the injury impact kind of the decision-making process for him?
I'm not going to say not a lot, quite honestly. His name was right there for the last second because we could have named him and then move forward. But I think the reality is there's so many good players, and we just had difficult decisions to make.
Hey, Doug, Kalbakowskis from Sportsnet. So it felt like for, I don't know, at least the last month on the outside that Macklin Celebrini was a name that he had done enough to make the team internally. At what point did you guys decide that despite his age, it was undeniable that he deserved to be part of the roster?
Early December. he was one of our 12 that had done enough to make us comfortable that he was someone we wanted to present to the coach. That of our 12 core players or 12 players that we had all agreed upon. I talked to him this morning. I had the opportunity to meet him. It might have been his 5th or 6th NHL game. It's a story I think I've shared with some of you that they were playing in St. Louis, and I went down before the game and I said, introduced myself and said, you're not on the radar likely for the Four Nations, but the Olympics are coming up and we're going to watch you. And he proceeded to have, I think, 4 points that night. So I said I'll always have those conversations after the game moving forward. But since then, he's really taken off. He's gone to the Worlds. He fit in very well socially with the top players in the game, and his product on the ice speaks for itself. So he worked his way on, and his resume is shorter, but it's extremely filled out for his age.
Doug Judge from the Canadian Press. What gives you confidence in Jordan can still get it done? Excuse me. And also, what did Darcy and Logan show to get on the roster?
Yeah, I think that when we select all the players, we look at their recent play, we look at their resume, and Jordan Bennington's resume speaks for itself. What he did at the Four Nations, what he's done in the NHL.
There you go.
His statistical numbers aren't to where he would like them to be this year.
The difference is you have Bennington back for two different goalies now.
So he's a
So
byproduct of
Team Canada
some nights. But I think
really making some adjustments.
one thing that surprised
to their roster. Good for them. So basically the same roster. Two new goalies are on the team now. And I gotta think who they swapped out and put Nick Suzuki in. You know what these Canadian media guys gonna be whining about? I could tell you right now. Who's my man? I gotta think of his name again. It'll come back to me. But it's a certain sniper that plays with McDavid. I forgot his name now. But they're gonna be peckering. Why didn't he make the team to make Connor's game easier? And he was on the team last year, so Nick Suzuki in, Salabrini in. Two players from the Four Nations is out. So really four players because they got rid of the two goalies and they got rid of two centers. And they made 5 changes because they brought in Tom Wilson. So Wilson, Suzuki, Darcy Kemper, Logan from the Capitals, and Salabrini are in. 5 guys have been removed. So and the little kids from Calgary did a great job introducing the players who's going to be on the team. Sounded very cute. Canadian pride, of course. Canadians are clearly the favorite to win this gold. You can't tell me anything else. And two, just like in the soccer here in the United States, you know the U.S. is bullshit. You don't listen to these snobby, suburban, wannabe, and white folks bragging about Team USA. Don't listen to Alexi Lalas. Team USA is garbage in soccer. The hockey team is damn good, but look at Canada, bro. Woo! Canada is loaded gun. Canada letting the world know who and what they are. Good for them. So, definitely the favorite to me to win this without a problem. All right, let's go around the league. I'm going to start with Miami for both the hockey team and the Dolphins. One good, one bad. We'll start with the bad. If I ever hear a Florida Panther fan talk about, I love my Panthers, blah, 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 don't listen to that person. Those people are Johnny come lately. I did not watch the game, but I did see the highlights. And you swore the game was at the Bell Center last night. Florida goes up 2-0, and the background they have the announcer, the PA announcer going da da da, and you hear the Panther roar. The second that Panther roared, Caulfield scored, and then Suzuki scored in the power play, and you swear the game was in Montreal. All the Montreal fans at the game, and then at the end, Suzuki scores again, and everybody was celebrating. And all I gotta say to team to the Florida Panthers, watch your step. Because I tried telling you people, the next Canadian superpower in the NHL is Montreal. And Suzuki, he deserved to make that team. I'm glad he made it. We'll find out Friday if Cofield and Jason Robertson makes it. As Miss Molina is in the building. And like I said, you know, Florida better watch their step because Montreal may just snatch it off your neck. What a win for the Habs last night, wasn't it? What a win for the Canadians last night. Happy New Year to the beautiful Miss Molina. Happy New Year's to all you guys out there. And enjoy it. I'm going to try and enjoy mine for once in my life. That's dead serious. All right, back to the Canadian fans that's taking over whatever that stadium is called in Sunrise, Florida. Or as Mr. Miami calls it, Jupiter. That was embarrassing. And, you know, every Canadian hockey press guy said it. When they go to Florida for the Stanley Cup, it's no pomp and circumstance. It's like a regular game. Because in South Florida, the people are different, you know. And Montreal just bought up those tickets, man. And Montreal can have 7 home games if they too play the Panthers in the playoffs. That was a real indictment on the bandwagon, know nothing South Florida sports fan. Embarrassing. What killed them more tonight? Let me get to the good news, which is the Dolphins, and it's great to be back in Miami. Let me tell you, it's great to be proud to be back home and where I belong. And it was talking about who will be the next quarterback, and I wanted to say this the other day, but we had some things going on, so I'll say it now. If I'm the Dolphins, the quarterback I would get. And this is what they was talking about this morning. I would really invest in Malik Willis. Now, I know Dolphin fans, you know how ignorant they are. And they want Dan Marino and they fought back the idiot they just had, the broken down idiot was going to be the man. And of course, he proved all of us right. You know, the day that piece of garbage badmouth Brian Flores, boy, it hasn't been the same for him. Isn't while Brian Flores is about to get the Giants job. That's the rumor. Isn't that poetic justice? One guy proves how much of a bum he is. And the head coach who moved on, who every Dolphin fan owe an apology, he's going on about his life. And guess what? So is Tua. Because he's going to get $200 million no matter what. But back to the good news for Miami. Well, I like to talk about Miami. Where do they go from here? If they can get a Willis at quarterback, I'll be very happy. And I don't want to hear Dolphin fans, these morons. You heard the guy this morning on the radio, that idiot, talking about getting Joe Burrow. That's not going to happen. This is why, again, Northeastern people, and Chris Russo started this, by the way, by calling you a bunch of moronic fools about 20 years ago. Always said you people down there don't know nothing. And I remember Stephen Ross said the same thing back in 2017 when he had a press conference. You got to go look up that press conference. Stephen Ross bashing Miami sports fan. He said there are no fans here. They're fair weather. He's right about it. And that's why he doesn't listen to you, but I'll kill Ross another day. This is about the Dolphins and the quarterback situation. You're not going to get Mendoza. The Raiders will start courting them in February because they have the number 1 pick overall. And Tom Brady wants to look at the kid. And I think he'll end up with the Raiders. I'll say this. He doesn't get past the Jets at 3. I can tell you that right now. This is a horrible quarterback draft. If I'm the Dolphins, either go, if this kid plays well Sunday, I like corners. I like them in Texas. If he does play well, yeah, I announced it already, Moss. I don't know who the 5 guys they replaced, but I could have told you Shifley wasn't making it. I could have told you that. I could have told you Mark Shifley was not making that team. Is there something about Shifley? I can tell you a little bit if you want to know. I'll tell you what I did know. When his contract was up in Winnipeg, he really showed his true colors there. And he turned a lot of NHL people off. And if you notice, no one's helping Kevin Sugar day off as the Winnipeg Jets have just about hit rock bottom while the Calgary Flames are surging. And I'm going to talk about that a little later before I get off the air. But yes, Suzuki made it. Sure did. Noah Dobson made it too. Okay, he's new. That means that 6 players from the four nations are now on the team. And I don't have my mind straight. You would know. The 2 goalies are gone. The one from, I believe, Vegas, he's not on the team. And I forgot who was the 3rd guy. He's not on the team. Whoever the 3rd goalie was. Oh, Marchambault. He's not there. So they replaced 2 goalies. They replaced a defenseman. And they brought in 2 centers and 2 wingers. So. Oh, Dobson didn't make it? Okay. Hagel made it, I know that. Kemper made it. Yes. Yeah, I know. I saw it. And they're drilling Doug Armstrong right now. I tell you right now, Canada should win this gold medal without a problem. I'm dead ass. And the U.S. will name their team on Friday. And like I said, this medal is more important to the U.S. than it is Canada. I can tell you that right now. If they can't beat Canada, then the U.S. is loaded, folks. You'll find out Friday. They're loaded. But back to the Dolphins, like I was saying. I like what they have. I like the way they're going. And the key to the Dolphin franchise is they have to draft better. John Cooper kept his Sorelli in there and Big Tom Wilson. Nice, yeah. So I like the way the Dolphins are looking right now. I like the core players they got. They got building blocks now. They didn't have that for years. I mean, don't tell me about Tyreek Hill. He's garbage. Don't tell me about Tua. I've been told you guys he's damaged goods. He's garbage. Okay? I like what they got to build with Achan, Wright. Paul's going to be a megastar. He's going to be a 7-8 time Pro Bowler. And, of course, Brooks, Sealer. They got some guys. you can build a foundation with. Now you have to fill it in. The young defensive linemen they drafted in the lower rounds. I heard the first rounder, and of course Chop Robinson. They're already giving up on Chop Robinson already. That's how the Dolphins do things. So the Dolphins can go anywhere in the draft except quarterback. They're not going to draft a quarterback. They're going to wait for 27 to get their quarterback, which is a smart move. I look at it this way. Uh, if you bring in Malik Willis, you can win 9, 10 games with that. Can you go to the Super Bowl? I don't know. I would build up the defense. I would get a right tackle. I do agree with that. I'll get a physical right tackle. I'll get a right tackle. I'll get a safety. I'll get a big, tall possession receiver for whoever's the quarterback. And right now it's looking good for Miami. It is. I'm very glad to see this for Miami. I'm going to talk about Stephen Ross on Sunday. The disrespect continues to show Dan Marino. I've been hearing stories about that. But he is right about one thing. Did Marino win a ring? No. Did this broken down idiot that they're getting rid of, did he win a playoff game? No, he didn't. Which proves that you start to go back to your roots. And that's the way they're going. And if I'm them, I would get a big power back to get a first down in this draft. Run the Rock Dolphins. Maybe no dig this weekend. Oh, I don't care. I don't think New England's don't want to finish strong, but it doesn't matter. The Dolphins are going home at 7:30 Sunday night, so we won't see them again till late August. Miami Hurricanes, Cotton Bowl, World Juniors World, USA, Sweden. I'm not into the hockey right now. That's the last thing I'm thinking about. Is World Juniors. Safety, DT, OT, a CB2, draft a good young tight end too. Yes, Moss hit it on the point. Yes, right look is real good. They need a power back to go along with those two, and then they can start moving forward with the new regime of offense the way they should have been playing for years. But you can't tell the ignorant Dolphin fan anything, the dumbass Dolphin community anything. They felt Tua was Jesus. Now I heard they're running like rats away. Nuh-uh. I will bury you Dolphin fans all winter, spring, and summer long. I'm coming for all of you. Especially you, Eric McIntosh. Put the initials of Eric and McIntosh. Put the first two initials, you know who that is. Okay? Coming for all of you. Gordon and Wright are not bad, Mace. And Aichan, the slasher, slot back, running back. World Juniors, it's a triathlon. Yeah, I mean, I saw the game the other night. It was a good game. Canada, like I said, they're gonna be tough to beat, folks. Sorry to tell you all that. I don't want to hear about Sweden. Canada's gonna be tough to beat for you U.S. fans. Me, I know where the money is. Okay, and that's a red maple leaf in the middle of their flag. Okay, back to this. I'm looking at the Dolphins' future right now, and it's going to be a long, long process. And I hear old boy was telling the fans, oh, we can do it quick. This is why you don't listen to these goddamn lying concept creators. It's not going to take a quick time. Number one, the Dolphins have to prove they can draft consistently year after year after, and they haven't done that since their 1979 and 80 drafts. That was 45 years ago. Second, These players have to play on the field. I don't give a damn. With special teams, they have to make an impact right away. And that's something that the Dolphins miss out on. And that's why they're in the predicament they've been for the last uh, 42 years. By the way, today is day 18,777 since Don Shula lifted up the Super Bowl trophy for the Dolphin delusional under 45 fan base who don't know a damn thing. You think you know, don't know anything. Sam Bennett and Bedard left off. Oh, okay, that's the boy. Bedard wasn't on Four Nations. So Sam Bennett's one of the players they replaced. Okay. Matter of fact, let me Google Team Canada's roster from the Four Nations, and I'll tell you who they got rid of. Here we go. I'll tell you right now who they left off. Bennett. Let's see. Just give me the goddamn roster, please. I don't care about anything else. Just give me the goddamn rosters. All right. Let me get it right here. All right, Bennett off. Connecty off. Peter Angelo off because he's hurt. Aiden Hill off and Mountain Ball off. There you go. Those are the guys who are off the team. Connecty, Seth Jarvis didn't make it. Sam Bennett didn't make it. There you go. Bennett, Seth Jarvis, and Connecty off. Tom Wilson, Celebrini, Suzuki in. And of course, our buddy Moss's boy didn't make it either. Shifley didn't make it. I knew he wasn't going to make it. I'm surprised that Suzuki made it. So, those are the guys who were left off. Bennett, Jarvis, Connecty, all the defensemen came back, except Peter Angelo, of course, he's retired. And Aiden Hill and Sam Montembeau, all of them gone from the Four Nations team 10 months ago. What a difference 10 months make. So, it's their same defenseman. Yeah, I just read the list. So, ask the Moss, really. What's up, Iman? Speaking of that, and everything, I want to switch a little bit to fantasy football. I lost in my money league, and I was just distracted. My aunt passed away 2 weeks ago, and she was on my mind more than any fantasy sports. But it just goes to show you, and I was telling a story the other day about in my money league, before it became my money league, the last time I won the title, the guy went 13-1 and lost to a 5-9 team. That's right. He lost to a 5-9 team. And when I ended up playing that 5-9 team, I was laughing all week. I said, there is no effing way in hell this guy is going to beat me. And I beat him by almost 200 points. And that same guy never talked to me again. And you're talking 17 years ago now. That's the last time I won the title, 2009, Aaron Rodgers. And the point I'm making here for fantasy football players and hey guys, there are certain quarterbacks not playing this week. Um, Herbert's not playing. Drake May's not playing. Josh Allen's not playing. Um, Matt Stafford's not playing. Jordan Love is not playing. Matter of fact, Green Bay is going to sit everybody. They know they're going to be playing a third time against the Bears in Chicago next Sunday. He's not playing. So if you got any of those quarterbacks, you better have a backup on standby. I'm laughing. I mean, let me kill the 12-2 team in my league who had as many as 4 effing quarterbacks on his roster. And I was looking at that, and I'm like, are you effing serious, bro? You went 12-2, and you couldn't even get to the conference championship. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. 4 quarterbacks. And you know what hurt him? I'm going to tell you what hurt him. Look at Smith Enigma the last month. Boy, has he disappeared, hasn't he? They was talking about him breaking Jerry Rice's record. Now he's an afterthought because the last 4 weeks, they have taken him away. Teams' defenses have taken him away. Now you don't hear of him. Bro. Again, and I'm not going to tell my secrets how I build my roster, but you can go 11-3 in the regular season, 12-2 in the regular season, 13. Things happen. You don't know. And I'm not going to tell some of my tricks, but my advice, draft better. I'm dead ass. Draft better. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not telling my secrets up here. Plus, you got to remember, teams are injured. I was beat up. And then, I was distracted. And that's okay. I'll come back hungry next year in both leagues. And now that you got me motivated to win my own league, I'm for everybody in my league. Okay? Now you got me motivated. Which leads me to the champion. And congratulations to Itas, who also had injuries, finished 6-8. And he went on to put on one of the great performances I've ever seen in the playoffs. And I will be flying down to South Florida sometime in May or early June to present him his championship belt. And I will be there, me, Mr. Miami, and Sean, where he'll be going to, what's that strip club he likes so much? Cheetahs in Hollandale Beach. Yeah, he likes going there, and he's going to be flossing his beautiful belt that he's won. And I just want to congratulate him again. And like I said, I like having fun, and he deserves to win. And next year, let's hope that, now that you got me motivated to win my own league. I will go hell or high water to win my league now. And it ain't because of him, it's because in a lot of ways, I gave both of my leagues away because of tragedy. I don't regret not focusing It's life. As long as I'm alive, I'll win one more football. I may win my first basketball title this year in my money basketball league. But again, it's not how you play all year long, it's how you finish. And let me to him sometime. To me, he had the best draft. He had the best roster. He deserved to be in the title game. And look at that division. Iman, Itas, and Luke. That is a division. My division, when you blow a chance to win the league, and the two guys who were ahead of me both lost. And I'm gonna be talking to some guys in our league and make it better next year by adding money to it. You get guys more motivated. And I'll tell you right now, when I go down to South Florida to give eye test that belt, I can see his face right now. This is when he opens up that box. So he'll get his belt anytime between Mother's Day and Father's Day. I'll fly to South Florida. I'll tell Sean and 305, let's all hang out, have dinner. I'll pay at Prime 112, have the best steaks and ribs, and I'll even pay for, well, I test will pay for the women at the strip club since he's going to be flossing his trophies, his belt. And again, it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how you start, it's how you end it. And he ended it. So, congratulations to Luke, who, like I said, drafted the best. He had the best roster, without a doubt. Unlike another owner, he didn't need four quarterbacks, which doesn't make no goddamn sense to win. So, Luke gets my salute. So, the final standings is uh, I test one, Luke two, I'm three, um, Iman is four, Moss is five, uh, Figueroa is six, Mr. Miami seven, and Jim's eight. So finishing third for me with all the injuries I had, I'm proud of myself. I could have won this. I didn't play Brock Purdy when they played the Colts. I could have won this, but it's okay. And the other league, I didn't play Stafford against Seattle. That's on me. That's on me. And I'm not going to dwell on it because I got to get ready to prepare for my money baseball draft, but which I will prepare very hard for. I won a baseball. I'm on two baseball titles, 99 and 2000. I won 7 football titles, a hockey title in 2010. Thank you, Jonathan Tays and the Blackhawks. And basketball is left, and I came so close so many times in basketball. Maybe this is the year. So, all right, let's talk about the Calgary Flames, and then we'll end it with the Hurricane game tonight. If you would have told me on November 1st that the goddamn Flames were 2-10-1, and as of December 31st, when I leave the air tonight at about, it's going to be New Year's here on the East Coast. They'll be celebrating tonight in downtown Manhattan, Midtown. When that ball comes down, the Calgary Flames, that's right, the Calgary Flames could be at 500 at 18-18. And in Calgary right now, the season ticket holders, the fanboys are making fun of us, people who want to see this team lose. And I woke up Tuesday morning at 4:15 in the morning, and I was watching the highlights on NHL Network, and I saw the game. And when I saw that the Bruins couldn't put in a goddamn goal for their lives to depend on it, I don't want to hear about Wolf. Where was the great Gordon Geeky in all this? He couldn't score? Where was Pasta? He couldn't score? You walked into Alberta, and trust me, the way the Oilers are playing now, you could forget it tonight, Bruins. That's it now. You're telling me that you couldn't spank this team? Really? I'm getting tired of hearing about hard work. Look at these guys. They really love playing together. They work hard together. Kiss my ass. This team sucks ass. And 80% of us in the media also believes that. And I heard the owner was dancing, doing the Donald Trump in the luxury suite the other night because he likes mediocrity. And that's the problem. We have an owner who likes mediocre players because he doesn't want to pay. And he does it, and the Flames have been notorious of letting their young players rot in the minors. And fans are not going for that. And now you're winning games. They're going to come to Montreal next Wednesday night. We'll do that game up here. They start their East Coast trip. I think they go to Boston on this trip also. They come here in March to play the 3 New York teams. I may be going to those 3 games. If they're winning like this still, I'll go to the games. It's easy to get tickets here in New York. Rangers can't win at home. The Islanders are fun to watch. I'll have to go out to Long Island for that Saturday night game. That game is on Hockey Night in Canada. And they go to New Jersey where they don't show up there. I can get a great seat, 5 rows, center ice for $250 at the Rock, the Prudential Center in New York. Now, I'm going to be fair. Morgan Geeky, yeah, that's his name, Morgan Geeky. How come he couldn't score? Pasta, we struggling. Wolf's the man. My team was stacked, almost best record, and played ITUS first round. And a couple of owners are just QB or 2 QBs is only 8 owners. I'll think about that. Canucks lose last night. Flyers are in Alberta tonight. And they'll be in Edmonton Saturday night, Hockey Night in Canada. That'll be your late game, Philly at Edmonton. I may have to make a couple of slight adjustments for next year. But like I said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, Morgan Geeky can't score. I say if a defenseman gets hurt, bring Islanders Schroeder, Kid, or Noah Dobson. I would agree with that for Team Canada. I could tell you right now, a lot of hockey fans in Canada are very disappointed that Bedard and Schaefer didn't make it. I'm dead ass. They wanted all their kids to make this team. You know what it is with Canada? Let's keep it 1,000, folks. Their fan base is so bored because they see the same old guys and they always win. I mean, like they're saying, let's see the youngsters play in that environment. They are right about that. The Canadians have every right to say that. They're the only team that has every right to say that. I heard Sweden is going to start going with kids in 30. I wouldn't want to play Canada in 30, folks. I mean, Calgary got 2 of the kids alone on defense, and Brustavich and Perek, and Henry Muse will be up in 28 from college. Got hurt this year. He'll be back. Tell you right now, Calgary's looking scary, folks, and it bothers the hell out of all of us because they're not going to get a frontline center in the draft. They're going to get another Cole Reshney, which isn't bad, but And I heard his leadership and his makeup is off the charts. That's good for that young man. So Calgary's the future is very bright, but we want a superstar to carry us into the future. We don't have that. Yeah, Connecty didn't make it. And I hate to say it, but I don't think Canadian hockey fan cares about Connecty. They don't want to see him. I'm just being dead ass. I don't even think they want to see Nick Suzuki, to be honest with you. I believe Connor Bedard and Schaefer belong on that team, but I'm not going to argue because Canada's going to win the gold anyway. Sorry, USA, you're just not there. And you got that choking dog at goalie. Yeah, that choking dog, Halabuck, was supposed to save the Winnipeg Jets. You do know, as of, I'm going to do Moss's time, 12 noon Central Time out in Saskatchewan. The Winnipeg Jets are the 31st worst team in the sport. Let me repeat that. Winnipeg is 31st. And I'm going to tell you why they're 31st. Look at their team. These guys have been together over 10 years, and they never got it done. And that happens in sports, folks. When you don't get it done, after a while, you're going to begin to erode. Look at the Toronto Maple Leafs right now. They didn't get it done. They never got past the second round. They haven't been to an Eastern Conference final since 2002. They lost to the Devils in 2000. And they lost in 2002 to Kevin Weeks and the Carolina Hurricanes. You can't make this shut up. Oh, my God. So, again, Team Canada is going to win this gold medal. It's anticlimactic. Sorry, USA, you're not winning. And you damn sure ain't winning in World Cup in June. You'll be out quick. You see, Moss, you see the wussy bracket they put USA in to make sure they get to the next round? Oh, kiss my ass. And let me tell you something. The Canadian soccer program is very improved, and they will compete. And when they play in Vancouver and when they play in Toronto, it's going to be standing room only for those games. I hope Moss is going to both venues. I know Melina is. You go Ottinger? Yeah, they replace. We'll find out Friday. We'll find out Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I got nothing against Thomas Connecty, by the way. I got nothing against the kid, but a lot of the media don't like him. And, Canadian media is tough, folks, when it comes to hockey. They are very tough to deal with. And they know what they're talking about. That's why I love hockey, because I can sit back, close my eyes, and listen to some of the best insiders in the game. Even guys who have their own podcasts know what they're talking about. Like Moss told me about 8 months ago, the hockey community may be small, but if you have social media, you can find these channels and just sit back, close your eyes, and enjoy. And unlike the NBA, who only cares about 3 or 4 teams, that's why the NBA sucks major ass. And by the way, I'm going to throw this in. You let 3 stinking ass NFL games on Netflix and Amazon Prime destroy the NBA last week? Are you effing kidding me? Really, NBA? Really? Wow. It's fantastic, all right. It's fantastic, but it sucks ass. That's what the NBA does. Okay? That's what they do. And I'm going to put my money on Team Canada to win the gold medal. I'm going to put a K on it. That's how confident I'm in Team Canada winning the winning the gold medal. Now, the hockey team is very likable here, the Olympics. The women's soccer team, because some chick named Reagan Rapinoe, that most men in America cannot stand the women's soccer team. You know, everybody here in America hates the dream team. Everybody in America roots against the men's basketball team in the Olympics. Team World NBA, yeah. More sit up in the great white north. Everybody's discussing their sport, their treasure, which is hockey. There's no country that loves hockey more than Canada. They live it, they eat it, they breathe it, they crap it, just like we do here in the States, NFL football. We love college, we love Pee Wee. Now you got these young girls playing flag football, and people are into the flag football. Why? American girls. And I told this to Moss. The U.S. 14 to 18 hockey program, now that they put $250 million into it and built their own complex for boys and girls. Remember that key phrase, boys and girls. The U.S. is going to be a powerful. I think, and I'm dead honest about this, the U.S. will win at least one gold medal in the 2030s. They'll get it done. Not now. These guys can't beat the Canadian team now. As they're getting ready for Switzerland's going to play today. It's Switzerland and Slovakia, Czech and Latvia, U.S., Sweden. That's going to be a good game. That's at 6 o'clock. And then later tonight, Canada versus Finland. That's going to be a good game. And like I said before, who's going to match up with Canada? Who? You tell me, folks. Come on. You tell me who's going to match up with that juggernaut, that power of a hockey nation. Who? Russia? Yeah, Russia was here. I will say Russia will compete with the USA and Canada very easily. They have goalies. I think the one thing about Russia you worry about is the defense. But goalie, wingers, centers, Russia's damn good. Canada flag football. We're bringing it. Mace going for the gold. Okay. As you can tell, Moss is a proud Canadian. Like somebody who did not make this Olympic team. And I want to give him a shout out because I just talked about the Flames earlier. And to me, he is the Calgary Flames. And that is one, damn. How can I forget my boys like that? I drew a blank. I'm so sorry. Oh, Mackenzie Weegar. Okay, when he had his exit from the season back in April, he says, I don't give a damn about this team. Just get 5 30-goal scorers. I'm going to go play in the big tournament over, I forgot where it was this year. And he said, because I bleed Canadian red and white. He is a pure Canadian through and through. He said even if he has to be a cheerleader to play to support Team Canada, that's the type of guy you want on your team. Not a soaking prick like Calgary. Nazem Kadri. You don't want that poison. And you know what's funny? The Flames are winning with their third and fourth lines. No joke. Third and fourth lines have carried this team, along with the young defenseman Brustavich and Kuznetsov's nephew. He used to be with the Capitals. His nephew now is with the Flames, the defenseman. Stay-at-home guys that hit you. And they're getting better. I hate to say it. So those Gavin McKinney dreams, the dreams of getting a top 7 pick. Speaking of that, Moss, you see your boy Jack Higgins the other night, bro? And you see your boy Higgins the other night, man? What a stud. What a stud Jack Higgins is, man. Wow. Yeah, but Perek has to take the beating, Moss. That's his problem. He's not big enough for the NHL. For the World Juniors, yeah, he's perfect. But for NHL, they're going to kill him. And they already been beating his behind. That's why the Flames are going to send him for conditioning. I believe we will see Zane Perek in Calgary after the Olympics. He'll be on the roster forever after the Olympics. Yeah, I'm going to watch that tonight while I'm doing the Hurricane game, which leads me last but not least with the big game tonight, the Miami Hurricanes. Shout out to Vamos. Who else is a big? Alex Donald. Shout out to those guys who are lifetime bleed orange and green. Tonight is redemption. Let me put that up there, by the way. And we have been waiting, me, Moss, Mr. Miami, we've been waiting 24 years for this. And tonight, we have a team that can fulfill the dream. And I bet everything Hurricanes this morning. I put the bets in. Everything's in. All Miami Hurricanes for me. And FanDuel. Love my boys tonight. I took the 9.5. I took the over at 41 points. Miami wins this game outright tonight. I'm dead ass. I just think this team is equipped to win. Now, I'm going to say this. Ohio State, I've seen them. Defensively, they're second to none in college football. Give Ohio State some credit, but this is about Jim Tressel, Claret, and any other scumbag that was on that team 23 years ago. And there you go. That's when they robbed Miami and they celebrated. And tonight is redemption. Tonight is payback. And I'm usually straight down the middle, not for the Hurricanes. I am going to be as biased as I can be. 5 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Mountain, 6:30 Central, 5:30 Mountain, 4:30 Pacific. I'll be on here at 7:30 when the teams come out of the tunnel. Love Miami tonight. Everybody's been mocking their defensive superstars. They've been trying to find out ways to stop Malachi. But I just feel Miami will come through tonight for us long-suffering Hurricane fans. So, Moss, get ready to celebrate tonight, buddy. We're going to get it done tonight. Hurricanes. I'll give you the score right now. Hurricanes 27, Ohio State 24. I'm with you. I don't care if we don't win. As long as we win this game tonight. We win this game tonight. Remember, like the San Francisco 49ers, if they win Saturday night, it all goes through Santa Clara. They even get the Super Bowl at home. Everything goes through them. If Seattle wins, everything goes through Quest Field. You already got the matchups. Whoever loses plays Carolina or Tampa. Whoever wins get a bye. Chicago and Green Bay round 3 next Sunday night in Soldier Field. Philly and the Rams. So you got some good matchups. Next, I don't know when this game is because I don't believe they already said Drake May wasn't playing, but we'll see. But if he does play, with New England winning, and they're going to beat Miami they will finish the 2 seed. Jacksonville will be the 3 seed, which means Jacksonville will play the Chargers. Buffalo, because they're not playing Josh Allen on Sunday, Buffalo will be the 7. They will go back to New England. So, Hurricanes win tonight. Moss, you're the best, buddy. I'll see you tonight later on. Fuck the Buckeyes. Moss, you're the best. Iman was in here. Let me see who else was in. Melina. All you good folks, get home safely from work. Enjoy your dinner, and I'll be on the air live at 7:30. People in the clouds, thank you. Shout out to Ramos, who lives and died for his Miami Hurricanes. And we will see you all 7:30 tonight Eastern live up here. Hurricanes and the Buckeyes from Jerry's World. That's why the thumbnail says Death Match in Arlington. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Get home safe from work. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Jacksonville versus Jaguars and Chargers again. Yeah, because Buffalo Chargers got a better conference record than the Bills. That's why. Yeah, be good, Moss. Get home safe. I want Moss to hear this. My mother back in May fixed up Moss's birthday gift I bought him. And Moss is going to love what it is. It's a Bruins jersey. And he's going to get it. It's the authentic jersey. Nothing cheap. Nothing crap from the Bruins Pro Shop. I might as well let him know what it is. I'm not going to tell him the player, but I bought that for his birthday. And the tariffs is what cut it short. So, Moss, do me a favor and tell me this tonight. How much, if I send you the package from here, I know it's going to cost me $70. How much would it cost you to receive it? Find that out. And we'll see you all later tonight. Moss and Jalen Rose always say, fuck guys. There you go. Happy New Year's to you, Moss. I'll see you tonight. Hurricanes, Buckeyes, 7:30 Eastern time. I'll be on the air right at 7:30 when the teams come in the tunnel in Arlington. We'll see you then. And Moss, do that. Ask your post office how much would it cost for you to receive a box from the U.S. Ask them that, because you're going to have to pay the tariff. Both of us have to. Mine's is $78 going to you. So, love you people. You people are awesome. See you later tonight. Ciao. I got Mace gift too and didn't say or send because of you said the tariffs, and yours needs adjusting. Whatever it is, I appreciate it, man. We'll see you later, Moore. See you everybody later tonight, 7:30 Eastern. Death match in Arlington. Miami Hurricanes, Ohio.St. Buckeyes. See you then, everybody. Have a great day. Maybe I need to meet you in Miami too. Bring the jerseys. I'm bringing a couple of things for you guys. So be good, fellas.